local friend of mine, so they, he knows all this stuff. So I was working at McDonald's, and this is before there were 24/7, and I was in my McDonald's uniform. The store closed at 12 at night or a.m. and I start riding my bike home. So as I'm riding home, I'm coming down this bridge where I live. Also, there's flashing lights behind me, and I'm like, there's no cars on the road. This guy's really pulling me over on my bike. And mind you, it's a pedal bicycle, not a motorcycle. So I pull my bike over, put the kickstand down, and I'm sitting there with my hands in front because, the cops where I live are kind of douchebags. They might pull a gun on me. And he comes out of his car, has a flashlight in my face, and goes, "License and registration, please." And I look at him and I go, this is a bike. I don't need that. I don't need registration for this. Officer, would you like to see my state ID? I can provide you with that if you like. So I pull out my ID, give it to the cop. Then he proceeds to ask me more stupid questions. "Sir, do you have any drugs on you I need to know about?" Unless a chicken McNugget is a drug. "No, officer, I do not have drugs on me." And then he asks another dumb question. "Do you have any weapons I need to know about?" "Well, officer, I have keys and a box cutter. Would you like to count those as weapons? Because other than that, no, officer, I do not have weapons." "Mind if I check your bike?" I had a pouch on my bike, and I go, "Go right ahead, officer. All you're going to see is some bike tools and a reflective vest." So he checks the bike, the pouch. Yeah, that's what he finds. He goes, "Okay, just give me one moment." Goes back to his patrol unit card thing, whatever. Does a little thing with the information on my ID. I'm sitting there waiting. He comes back up to me and goes, "All right, here's your ID. You have a good night. Be safe out there." And I go, "Hold on, officer. Hold on 1 second. Why in the frick did you pull me over on my bike?" Yes, I used your word. And he goes, "Well, I saw you sitting on the bridge over there, and we have a lot of drug dealers in the area." I go, "Officer, I was in motion the entire time. Are you blind?" And he goes, "No, it looked like you were sitting there." "No, I would not sit on a bridge, officer." "You know what? Hold on. I'm going to save you some time. Can I go home? Am I free to go?" And he goes, "Yes, you're free to go." "Thank you." Hopped on my bike, and I left. 2 weeks later, same exact area, different officer. This time, his excuse was, "You don't have a flashlight on your bike." And I go, "Officer, bikes are built with reflectors. Reflectors helps the vehicles see me when I'm on the side of the road." Did he not teach you that in a police academy? And then, he had nothing else to say, and I was like, "Am I free to go?" And he goes, "Yeah, you're free to go." I was like, "Okay, thank you." And I left. Now, I got pulled over a third time. Not a third time is a little more understandable, because I was hanging out with a friend. She was smoking the devil's grass, if we'll say it that way. They were hungry. I wasn't smoking this time. I do smoke. But they weren't smoking. They were hungry, and I was like, "Hey, I have the bike. I can go to the local gas station. It's right down the street. I get some munchies for us." She goes, "Oh, can you do that?" And I go, "Yeah, because I'm that kind of cool of a person." Hop on the bike. I'm riding down the street. A state trooper pulls around and does a U-turn. His lights shine on me as I'm going into this parking lot to cut across. I notice he stops, backs up, comes down the road. I go, "Oh, crap. It's got to be for me." So I pull the bike over. Just like I thought. He pulls right up next to me. He comes out of his car and goes, "Hey, it's 3 o'clock in the morning. Is there any reason why you're out this late?" And I go, "Well, officer, I am going to our local gas station right down the street over there to pick up some munchies." And he goes, "Munchies, huh? Mind if I follow you?" And I go, "By all means, officer. Follow me if you must." Hop on. He lets me go. Hop on my bike. I get to the gas station. I see him pass by, and I'm waving. "Hi, look at me going inside the store. Goodbye." They're very bored where I live. Okay. And the very last and final time involving my bike with a goddamn cop. This time I got away from them. I eluded the officer. I did not want to deal with them. I got so ticked off this day. I was going down that same bridge, just the opposite direction. This time he's flashing the lights on me. And I go, oh no, I'm not dealing with this right now. So I go off-road, go over this hill, into the parking lot, down the shopping center, and as he's still trying to chase me, I'm booking it. Get to this area which is basically called Dev knows, Main Street. And that local library. Yeah, there's this really big sign. I hide behind the sign and I sit there. And here he comes down the street, whoop, whoop, and he goes right down the road. I go, ha, sucker, you missed me. And I got away. And I don't think there's any warrants out for my arrest because he doesn't know who I am. They were just trying to pull me over for reasons I don't know. And I didn't want to find out the reason. That's why I went and hid. So yeah, I eluded the cops once. Don't tell your mother. But yeah, that's my story time.
My boy.
Yeah, that's the last story. Only 4 times involving my bicycle.